And there you go. You had a little something right here on Penn Peak Radio from the boys. Florida Georgia Line right here on Penn Peak Radio. Hey, everybody, it's Case, and so excited. It's kind of a busy day here. Got all kinds of things going on, but real quick, let's take a quick peek at that forecast, and then we're going to get to our new and exciting thing that we have going on right here in the studio. I'm excited because it's my first guest in the new studio, so I'm like all beside myself here with yay our new digs. So we got some folks inside the studio here, which we're going to talk to in just a second. Quick reminder that BRC is going to be doing something really fun when it comes to kids this year. If you sign up for a bundle package of television, high-speed, internet, or phone, you will also be spending some of those dollars for BRC to go out and buy some coats for children this winter, bundling them up away from the cold. So if you want to know more details of how BRC is helping kids and families this year who need coats, you can check it out at brctv.com. And say hi to those guys. We have a not a bad looking day out there right now. We're expecting not a bad day tomorrow. However, if we're looking at the 10-day forecast, maybe you're planning something for the weekend. Saturday is kind of looking like it's going to be a washout. Pretty much the rain's going to start, and it's not going to end until Sunday morning. Temperatures hovering between the 40s and 50s, so that will be the same, but we're looking at some rain on Saturday. Now, they're also calling for a little rain tonight into tomorrow. We'll have to see how far that goes. Friday, and not a bad-looking day, and Sunday, not a bad-looking day. That is bookending Saturday, though, however, where that might be a bit rainy. Temperatures, again, in the 40s, and that overnight lows will be dipping into the 30s, some below the freezing mark. So hopefully by now you have everything all packed away, put away, taken care of. Last weekend, though, of getting something accomplished will be Saturday, which I won't be able to because that's the only day I have off and it's going to rain. Good day to change out the clothing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So there you go, weather forecast. And remember, BRC is helping out a bunch of folks with clothing this year. So again, I had Cody Prevost earlier today, hailing from Canada. He called in. It was neat talking to him. He's been on the show before, but now we've got a new duo in, and these guys are pretty interesting. So excited to have them right here in the studio. We're going to be chatting with them. They go by Swearingen and Kelli. Did I say it? Got it right. Did I get it right?
Wow.
I'm so excited on my first try. Don't expect that every time. But Swearingen and Kelli, now these guys have played at the Opera House locally, a couple other places locally. You might have actually seen them, but now they're live in our studios. I'm so excited to have these guys right here, going to be doing some music off their album, yada, yada, yada. But let's step back for just a second and find out who these guys are, where they hail from, and how they got to the position that they're in, so y'all can pick who's going to talk and give us a little story, guys. I'm so excited to hear a little bit more about you and how you got to where you're at.
Okay, great. Well, I hail from Michigan originally, but AJ and I both met in Florida.
Okay.
At a songwriters club in St. Pete's.
Wow.
But AJ has ties and roots to this area.
That's right. Born in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Rock on.
Yeah, rock on. And like she said, we met at this really cool writers' night.
Hideaway Cafe. I think we have a couple Florida people listening on your online stream today. So, hey, Florida, we miss you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to be down there in February.
Bring us a handful of warm weather while you're down, if you come up. But
now, is this Florida proper? Where exactly was this?
St. Pete, Florida.
Oh, St. Pete. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we just missed that hurricane. I mean, it hit them at a Cat 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, we dodged the bullet.
They're still recuperating a little down there. We've got our fingers crossed that everything will be back to normal in a year or so. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So I heard her perform. I walked into this club and we hadn't met yet, and I heard her performing her songs, and I was just really struck by her voice and the writing. And we were introduced, and I think we wound up exchanging our latest solo albums that night. And
starstruck.
Yes.
Was it love at first sight? Was it love at first sight, really, or was it maybe not so much?
No.
It was definitely respect at first sight. I heard him and I said, if he hasn't made it, I feel better about myself. So why has this guy not made it?
Jeez.
Wow,
this is crazy.
That's cool. That's cool. A little respect going on there. That's nice.
We had lots of mutual respect, and I think what it followed was we wound up collaborating, and she sat in one night at the Hideaway, and I had given her my album, and she just put it in her car and just like a sponge, just learned it all probably in one or two passes. And I invited her. I just had a feeling. I was playing there one night. I had a solo night of my own material, and I said, "You want to sit in for a song?" And she said, "Sure."
Sure. Absolutely.
Got
Let
right.
me think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she got up and knew all the harmonies, and it was just like we had been singing together for years and years. And, and that's just sort of.
In 2012, we officially became a duo, and in 2013, a year later, we released our first album.
Yeah, self-titled album, Swearingen and Kelli, and then we just released July 23rd. Third. That's right, July 23rd.
The new one.
The brand new album,
Marrying
Kind.
Kind.
So we're real excited about that one.
So tell us, this new project. Is this the new project, Marrying Kind? I know you said you did another one prior to this one. Is this one different? Is this one more of a benchmark than what obviously you guys had been doing something different, and then you came together, you tried the together thing. Is it similar to that one, or is this one like it's on its own realm?
It feels like that we found our groove and our sound more for this one, and we have a couple more co-writes on this one. I think this one is special, even though I definitely love our first album. This one's kind of special and a departure as far as us gelling and really finding our sound.
Now, how many songs are on it?
12.
And so you're writing and co-writing. Is any of them something that you did not write? Is it one of those where you found one or two songs that just spoke to you?
Not yet.
No. Everything we've ever done has been, together separately up till now is all original material in terms of recorded.
Okay.
But what she's referring to is that we have. So she's a solo writer. She has hundreds of songs. Most of them not even recorded yet. But we started collaborating by accident, and so now we have these sort of few compositions that we're really proud of that we wrote together. And there's more and more winding up on the album. But what's great is when she writes a song, I normally can just fall right into it. I kind of instinctively know what she's going to do, and likewise.
Oh, nice.
So it sort of feels like, even though I didn't write it, I just feel like it's part of my brain anyway.
Now, you guys are also married, so you're a couple, too.
Yes.
Now, that's got to be interesting. That's kind of like working with your partner all day long at the store and then going home and then trying to find something to talk about. Is that a challenge a little bit?
We definitely do everything together. And when we go out on the road, we are so good because we're musicians first. As soon as we set foot on a plane or get out into a venue, we're musicians first, so we don't bring any drama in. Yeah. So that is great. And knock on this wood guitar right here. That has been amazing.
Yeah.
But it is, for us, our challenges, it is business 24/7
Sure.
to be able to make it go. So when we're not on the road, we're booking shows and doing all the
You're still working.
office work.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So our challenge is to find a day and say, hey, we have to relax and just have some fun.
Yeah. Unplug.
Although it's pretty cool what we get to do.
Yeah.
You're just saying,
It's not all that bad. We went up to, what's the restaurant right here?
Roadies.
Yeah,
Roadies. We were at Roadies, and we had 10 minutes to kill, so we shared a glass of wine. And now we're talking to you. And we can't say this is a hard.
It's not. It's a tough life, but somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
It's one of those things. Yeah.
Let's put it this way: there's nothing else we would rather be doing.
Right.
Yep.
And especially sharing it with someone who it sounds like you guys are definitely soulmates. You're there. You guys have. When did that decision happen, though? Like, obviously you respected each other as artists and stuff, but when did it go, you know what? Maybe this is more than that, or in addition to.
Definitely before the first album.
Okay.
We definitely
that early already.
Right.
Yeah,
Right before the first album.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was inevitable.
It was just going to happen.
It was going to. I mean, let's face it.
So you knew. Did you know first?
Well, I think we both knew sort of at the same. No one wanted to really
say something,
voice it out at that particular time. Maybe, I don't know.
But it was great that we built on a friendship first.
Yes.
Awesome.
And that it really was the music. It's not a Yoko thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's cool.
It's me being the Yoko.
All right. Well, listen. Let's do a song. Now we're talking about this. Now the new album is the one that you just released this past July. It's called Marry in Kind.
Yeah.
So tell me the story about the title to that album first, and then we'll break it down to the music.
Great. This is you. You wrote this.
The title track. So, people, when they see the Marry in Kind, they immediately think it's all 12 love songs. Well, yes, they have elements of love, but they're not just, oh, this is exciting, let's skip through a field. It's definitely talking about the non-committal aspects of your mind and all those emotions that you go through.
Okay. All right.
And so the first song we're going to do, Annalise, is actually about a love that haunts you that you never can recover from.
Oh.
So we have
and we all have those.
Yeah. So we have all those kind of shades on this album, so that's what's fun about it, to dive into it.
So did you want to do that one live?
Sure.
That sounds like fun. All right,
we'll give it a whack, as they say.
Why don't we go ahead and let you guys do your fun on. Now this is the title track, guys. It's Marry in Kind off their album.
Not the title track. It's not the Marry in Kind. It's Annalise. It's track number 2.
Oh, this is okay. So the Marry in Kind is the name of the album.
Yes,
that's right.
Yep.
Annalise is the song you're going to do.
That's right.
Okay, I was looking for how the title got called Marry in Kind, but we'll get to that. So Elise is the title track of the album, and you can find these guys at Swearingen and Kelli. Now that's SWEARINGEN. And then and spelled out, and then Kelly as KELLI. .com. Check these guys out where you're listening to it. Got some great music on here, but they're gonna do Annalise. Sooner or later I'll get all this right. Annalise from their new album in July called Marry in Kind, and they're doing it live right now. Go for it, guys.
Annalise, you lies I've never told. And I still believe you're coming back for good. And I've waited with a bottle in the back. And I pray to God, but the memory's still intact. And don't you burn it down. Don't you burn it down. Annalise, the memories are so cold. But you're still a light that shines from long ago. And I can't believe the way you left it all. And I've waited through the winter and the fall. And don't you burn it down. Don't you burn it down. Annalise, in the moment we were young. And can't you see that life had just begun? I'll never be the one to say goodbye. Don't you ever leave. Don't you ever leave. Annalise, the memories are so cold. But you're still a light that shines from long ago. And I can't believe the way you left it all. And I've waited through the winter and the fall. So don't you burn it down. Don't you burn it down. Annalise, in the moment we were young. And can't you see that life had just begun? I'll never be the one to say goodbye. Don't you ever leave. Don't you ever leave. Annalise.
Nice.
Right.
Nice. Nicely done. Yeah, and there's a video for that.
Yes.
There is.
Yeah.
We had a great director, our friend Donna Green, who's also an amazing photographer. She shot the album cover. She directed and videoed that. We were so happy. Did it in a farm in Plant City, Florida.
Wow, nice. Yeah, I saw the video. I watched the video of that. That was actually the reason why I had you on, because I was like, man, these guys are pretty good.
All right.
Oh, that's so nice.
So the video was nice. You know, and I think there's something to be said about videos. You can listen to music and kind of have it take you on a journey, but, you know, the videos also kind of like get in the same mindset sort of too, and you get more out of a song when you have a really good video for it too. You know, it's just like the thing. You have all the senses. You want to try to get every sense you can involved with a tune or a song or whatever.
Yeah, pull you into it maybe.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, a little bit more. So
Sure, yeah.
that's awesome. So some of the other, now let me go back to my original question. The Marrying Kind, you guys named the album that.
Yeah.
Where is that? What is that? Where's that coming from? That word, the set of words. Like, how did you come up with calling the album The Marrying Kind?
Well, it was the collection of songs is all kind of playing off finding your one true love or being afraid of commitment or, you know, all those sorts of things.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I think when I hear it, you know, certainly the title track, I mean, if you really listen to her lyrics, I mean, it's sort of questioning, you know, am I the marrying kind? You know, and when you listen to the body of songs, there is a lot of wonder and you know, exploration of all of the emotions. You know, we've got songs called like "Leaving Yourself," you know, "Trying to Try."
I see that.
"You Run Away."
Let Your Freedom Ring.
Let Your Freedom Ring. Survival.
Interesting.
Which isn't
complicated.
Survival's not about marriage at all, actually. That's the one. But
I love the titles. I mean, complicated. Satellite Friends. I mean, I'm like, let's play them all.
Yeah.
Nice. Got to leave a little for intrigue, though. But so if we were, I have to take a quick break. If we were to come back and take one off the album and play one from the album produced, give people an idea of what the album sounds like or the CD, which one would you want me to come back with here?
You know, it'd be a good one is "You Run Away," because that was another co-write of ours.
Okay.
Also, I have to interject here too. Now today I'm just trying to play slide on this acoustic guitar here, but there's a lot of lap steel on the record. And for that particular song, I use like a 1935 Rickenbacker lap steel, which is really, I was trying to get that old Jackson Browne, David Lindley sound on the record. I hope that comes through, and that we're really proud of that song, "You Run Away."
So what's a little backdrop?
Oh, I mean, well, I don't want to give anything away.
Just a little intrigue.
Well, AJ was writing that on the couch, and I came in and sat down and hijacked. But what ended up was something we really love, and when we got into the studio, we even we were inspired by the Eagles sound, and even the Beach Boys. Like at the end, an accident happened recording this song where we still had a reverb trail going and just the piano track, and I was like, let's leave that. Okay. So that's what we did in that song.
All right.
I'm
going to let people give a listen to that. Now, again, this is coming off the album, The Marrying Kind. You guys released this in July. How can they get their hands on it? Is it hard copies or just electronic media?
Both.
It's both, but online it's only electronic media.
Right.
But they can get it right through their website, our website, SwearingenandKelli.com. There's a buy, and then they can get it, of course, through iTunes, Amazon, anywhere.
But there is a hard copy.
We do have hard copies. We want them to come to our show and buy the hard copies.
So you gotta check out where these guys are gonna be and check out their website. And again, it's Swearingen and spelled out Kelly with an I.com to get the information about this album and where they're gonna be. But we're gonna give a listen. We gotta take a quick break, pay some bills, keep the lights on. We'll be back in a second with both these folks and a little tune called "You Run Away." Give it a listen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we are going to have some fun. Got a few minutes after the fourth and final hour of the show. Getting back to our guests here today, Swearingen and Kelli. I almost screwed it up. Almost. But man, you guys are talented. Now, that was one of your produced tunes that we heard back there off the Marian Kind album. A little something called You Run Away. And you're right, it had some interesting parts to it. Stuff that kind of like reels you in, and then you're kind of like, ooh, what's going to happen next? Kind of thing. So good stuff. You got some nice stuff going on there, and I think this album is going to be very fruitful for you. Now, we were talking a little bit about where's home?
Well, home base right now is Treasure Island, Florida.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're calling home Florida, but you guys, you do some serious touring for a duo. I mean, you guys are, okay, so just for instance, by Friday, you guys are going to be in Arizona.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you got some shows there. And then you're like Michigan, you're bouncing around to Michigan. New Mexico.
Palm Springs.
Ohio, Virginia, Connecticut, back to PA. So it's nice if folks local want to hear you. You will be in Bethlehem on the 27th of January.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That'll be cool. Then you're California. Hello, who wouldn't want to go to California? And then you go to New York. So, I mean, you're doing some bouncing. You're definitely getting some travel.
We're getting some frequent flyers.
Points. Yeah.
Frequent flyer miles. For sure. So, again, check out their website to find out upcoming shows of where they are. But let me ask you this. Your fans, obviously the website's going to have some information, but I always like to ask this. The immediate response of people who want to either make mention of a song or like, hey, when's your album coming out? Or where are you guys going to be? Are you big on the social medias? Are you big on that immediate connection kind of thing?
We're getting so much better at that. So yeah, very much. So they can find us through Facebook, and us or someone from our team will answer them back within a couple hours.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Okay.
Also through the website, there's contact, and on the website they go. There's a mailing list, sign up, and then we'll send out special VIP things for new recorded songs, and most importantly, the schedule updates.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
you find you actually could possibly be putting more in between here and there on your schedule. So
Absolutely.
the schedule,
it changes all the time.
It changes all the time.
3 things came in today that I have to bounce. What'll happen is I'll have a New York sandwich in between something in Virginia and then another Virginia, so we'll end up having to drive all over the place. But
wow.
I like to drive, luckily.
Good.
And I like to sit in the passenger seat and bob my head as I'm falling asleep.
That sounds like my husband. Yeah. Nice. So you never know. You got to keep checking back. If you guys are not on the schedule at the moment of where you live, keep checking back. You never know. They might be bopping in. Kind of quick notice or whatever. Looking forward to it. And you did make mention you might be coming back to Thorpe, but
yes,
that would.
We were there last night. I just can't tell you what we were doing there yet because it's top secret.
It's top secret.
We were there for like 10 hours yesterday.
Well, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, huh?
Wink, nudge, nudge, right in your neck of the woods. Yeah, it's one of our favorite places.
Thorpe's cool, isn't it?
Yes,
awesome place.
Isn't it neat?
And we love Vincent Christie, of course, the Mock Junk Opera House owners. And Dan, they're great.
Yeah, great team, great space.
Yeah. Did you go over next door to the Marian and get a chance to grab a bite to eat or check that place out?
The last time we played there for Fall Foliage Festival, we went right there.
Yeah, wonderful
Yeah,
place.
it was great.
Yeah. I attend bar there on Fridays.
Cool atmosphere. Oh, you do?
Yeah. That's where I was coming from when I came over to see you. I was going from one bar job to another bar job. But I attend bar there. So they're good people too. They're really, really good people there.
What a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
It sure is.
So cool. So people can track you down social media. How are you guys with the immediate, when you play a gig, are you one of those that like to get out, hang out with the people, or is it a little too much for you?
Every time, whether it's good for us or not, we go and hang out with the people after the shows.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do meet and greets and sign albums. And
that's where they can get the hard copy CDs.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
So you encourage the people can stay and hang out afterwards a little bit.
Absolutely.
Meet you. You can talk to them a little. I think that's important.
Oh, yeah.
I think that gets lost every once in a while.
It does.
Oh yeah, big time. You know, we have real cool. I'm really proud of our T-shirts. We've got really good like.
And where's mine?
I know.
Hello?
It's terrible. We should have brought one.
We'll send you one.
Okay.
We'll send you one.
Sure, I'll wear it.
Yeah, we have swag.
Yeah, I like swag.
Swag.
So, so that's cool that people can actually meet you and kind of connect with you on that level. That's always really, really important as well. Now you made mention that you do have some videos on the website, and I know we talked about Annalise.
That's right.
Has the website on there. I see you've got a couple of others on there. Is that something that's important to you to have the videos kind of like handshake with a tune? Is it something that you guys really go after and try to get the songs with the, because I see you got a couple of them on here.
Absolutely. I mean, I think in today's world, I mean, videos are just another way to sort of
see somebody.
To see somebody. It's not just this mysterious, audio, just coming at you. And it kind of helps people who maybe aren't real familiar with your music to connect to the energy behind it, the music.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I see you got a bunch on there so people can see, and it's nice to see the emotion also, especially if the song's really important or it's coming from an interesting or a really deep place, that connectivity of seeing someone experiencing the song.
Yeah.
You get that. It's almost like watching a movie. You're going to get that connection, and if it's sad, you're going to get that emotion. If it's happy, you're going to get that. And the connection happens a little better.
That's exactly right. We like doing it too. It's a lot of fun.
You've got some other stuff going on there. The website's really cool. You guys can check all this out. You can check out the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, and the YouTube link is also on here. Find out more about that. Now, we talked about playing another song. Are you guys going to do another one live for me?
Yeah, we'd love to.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'd love to actually reach back to the last album, our self-titled album, and do a little waltz called The Last One.
And people can still get their hands on the music?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it's all on your website.
Yep.
All right. Well, then why don't you go ahead and go for it.
And I'll be the whisper when you're tired of the shouting. I'll be the pillar that holds on the walls. If the kingdom we build ever comes to an end, well then you'll be the last one I'm loving again. I'll be the coals that you throw on your fire when you find that the wind wants to calm your desire. But if you should decide that we're better as friends, well then you'll be the last one I'm loving again. You'll be the last. You'll be the last one. You'll be the last one now loving again. When you're hiding your anger, you live in its walls. I'll be keeping my distance while cleaning the falls. But come rain or come evening, I'm willing to mend, 'cause I hope I'm the last one that you love again. I'm the last. I hope I'm the last one. I hope I'm the last one you be loving again. I'm writing a story. Don't know how it goes. I keep tending the garden and watching it grow. I hope all of your loving just wasn't for show, 'cause there's no plan B out on your one-way road. I'll be the last, and I'll be the last one, 'cause you are the last one I'm loving again.
I like that one. The expressions on your face is cool. I love watching when, you kind of get lost in the moment and all that, and I just think that's awesome. Really, really good stuff you guys got going on there.
Well, we're comfy in your new studio.
Yeah, this is a real cool place.
Yeah, we tried to make it living room-like-ish. And then if something goes wrong, you can always bang your head off against the wall and it's not going to hurt.
There's a lot of foam on the wall.
It's a foam. I know. Thick foam. That's right. There was extra. I was like, could you put something like in my office right by my chair? Because you never know. So now you got me intrigued a little bit. You've got the album out. Obviously, you're going to ride that coattails for a while to get those songs out there and really try to push that. I'm sure. Are you guys, putting those songs out when you're performing now?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So when people are at your shows, you still featuring some of the older stuff?
Yeah, we play here and there. We pick and choose those, sprinkle those in.
So let me ask you this, and it's always like it's either one or the other. When you're doing a show, and say you have some fans in the audience, are you very restricted to, okay, here's our playlist, this is what we're playing, and we're not going to deviate, or do you kind of wing it every once in a while? I know there's two trains of thought with that, and some artists are all about, no, I don't care, they call a song, I'll just play it. And then other ones are like, no, we really are focusing on this, so what do you guys do?
I would say, when we have the band, we definitely have a set list, but we will also wing it. If somebody in the audience wants to hear something, we'll play it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like a frustrating thing because we do have a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Since we're both writers,
yeah,
we have so much material.
It's hard to pare down.
It is hard to pare down, and we were just talking about this. It's like, my gosh, so when someone says play a song, we literally, if we're going to do one or two songs, it's so hard for us to pick.
Yeah.
Because we have so many different angles to us in terms of material. But it's a lot of fun, and as the band, learns more and more of our catalog, we'll be able to sort of free flow a little bit more. Yeah.
The combining of the two of you guys had your own thing going on. How did that fare with the fans when they realized that this was no longer, just Swearingen or just Nowhere Kelly? Oh. It's going to be a combo now. Did the fans kind of go along with it? Was there a little rebuttal going on? How did that meshing work?
The overwhelming response has been, you guys are great solo, but you're better together.
Okay.
With that said, we had a couple stragglers, like somebody said to me, oh, but now you're too country. So I joined with AJ.
Okay.
But, but you're going to have that no matter what. Yeah. But I'd say the majority has been your voices together have a special power.
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely agree with that, and I just feel like there's a chemistry between us that.
Do you ever go every once in a while want to just you want to go back and do something that was yours from previous or vice versa? I mean, do you ever take that moment every once in a while and just say, I'm going to do something from my roots and how I got started? Do you guys play with that every once in a while?
That moment is coming. We're playing a club in Michigan, not far from where I was born, and we're going to play a really, really old track for those folks there, because I think that show's going to sell out. And AJ will just be right there along on the guitar.
Yeah.
And
holding on for dear life.
Yeah, that's right. Trying to mess it up.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's nice. You guys can still do that. You still can be your own identities, from your roots and where you came from and the music you guys, but then to mesh it and be this whole new powerhouse. That's pretty cool.
Well, and I have to say one other thing that we didn't talk about is that we produce all our own records. So every sound you hear on that record was produced by one of us.
You guys pick and choose it? And
I mean, we played all the instruments.
Yeah.
Played all the instruments, mixed it, mastered it. So we're very hands-on with producing. We love to do that. And having said that, again, I am her biggest fan. So, like, I would love to produce an album, just of her, a whole, I could handpick my favorite songs and just produce those. And just, and completely have a whole different sound. And so our whole challenge is just finding time.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, with your schedule, yeah. Yeah.
But more to come. We have a lot of music left.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, when the time is right and you find those, people will do like a throwback. It's like, okay, maybe you're going to do just an acoustic version of, some of your stuff that was only you or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think the fans will eat that up too, because what it also does is kind of respect your original fans too. And kind of say, we haven't forgot about you guys. We appreciate the journey and we're glad you're still here. Here's a little something from when you guys, just came on board. So I think that's cool to think about it from a fan perspective.
Yeah. I only had like 3 or 4 fans.
Is that, okay.
That was it. And so I didn't really lose anything.
You paid them well, right? You paid them well?
I upgraded.
That's funny. So now you also have me curious when you say you were at the Mock Chunk Opera House. Okay, so give us a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If it's not that, but at least something. I mean, you got the album. You're going to be working on that. But what can fans chew on and have a reason to be checking back? Give us a little something.
We're going to do a couple sneak reveals on our social media in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
But in early winter, they need to be on the lookout for something special coming straight out of there.
Well, I'll tell you what, we definitely weren't putting in new windows or anything like that.
Okay.
That's one of the things we weren't doing yesterday.
Yeah, nice. Okay, not sure. All right,
we might have something for theboot.com.
Oh, wow.
I gave you that. Sure.
I love the boot. I get a lot of my stuff from the boot.
Oh,
okay,
cool.
great.
Nice. I'll be scanning the boot. All right, so good stuff. So check out the social medias for Swearingen
and Kelli. Well, you got this down.
I got it down. Yeah. Okay. Maybe not tomorrow, but good stuff going on. How, again, real quick, what is the best way for them to track you guys down?
Find us on the contact form of our website or come stop by on Facebook. Okay. And somebody will get back very quickly.
I have an opportunity to do 2 more songs. One's going to be at the end of the show, which will be in a little bit, just to kind of remind everybody if they missed the interview.
Yeah.
Check back. Now, this whole thing gets recorded. It plays back on Sunday morning.
Okay.
So you'll get tagged on that. And then the talking part, not the music so much, but we put those interviews out on our YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll also get tagged to say, hey, if you missed the interview, you didn't catch it on Sunday, the whole thing will be on our YouTube channel and the conversation. And so I have an opportunity to do 1 more song in just a minute after I take break and 1 at the end. Give me some suggestions if you want to play 1 at 20 after or if you want me to do 2 produced ones. But which ones do you want me to do?
Okay.
Well, the marrying kind.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And
Do you want to think about that other one?
Sure. Do you want me to do the marrying kind right after the break?
Sure.
yes,
All
perfect.
right. We'll play that one, which is the title track.
Yeah. Yes, that is
to the
title
brand
track.
new album. You guys can get your hands on it. If you want a hard copy, you need to check out where they're going to be. And that's the only way you can do that at the moment. But if you're a fan of the electronic platforms, just go to their website and you'll be able to get all the connections.
That's right.
Yes?
Yes.
So the title of the album is the Marrying Kind title track coming up in just a minute from Swearingen and Kelli. Spell it out on their website. More with them in just a minute. There you go. The Marrying Kind, which is the title track to the album that's out right now, came out in July. This is something that these guys are performing out and about, along with some of their other stuff too. Kind of gives you the roundabout feeling of who these guys are. And you're right. I mean, I gotta say, the harmonies between the two of you seem flawless, and and watching you seem like it's effortless.
Oh, that's too kind.
Too kind.
You didn't hear our warm-ups on the way here in the car.
Well, I mean, sometimes you need those. But, I mean, you're nailing it. You're nailing it. And it's good stuff. I love it. People need to pay attention to your website. They need to catch you guys on social media. Got some big announcements coming down the pike, it sounds like. Yep. Just also, that you're always welcome back. If you're in the area, you just want to stop in, even if it's in the morning or whatever, would love to have you. Just let me know you're coming, and we'll do what we can to accommodate you. I always ask my artists are always welcome to come back. Penn Speak Radio doors are always open. But
yes, thank you.
What anything else you want your fans to know about? We're going to play one more song at the end of the show. You want to tell us a little bit about that song?
Oh, I think the one we're going to do is called "Don't Tell Me That She's Gone," and she found this. Well, she didn't find it. It was one of my older songs. She says, we really need to redo this because it's a lot of fun. It's really upbeat, and we just started incorporating it, and it found its way on the record. So
it's interesting because the title doesn't sound like it should be upbeat.
Yeah, that's right. Don't tell me that. You're right. It doesn't. It
sounds like it should be a slow, sad, tearjerker ballad.
It does. It sounds like it should be a waltz, but it is not.
You sing anything in a major key and it sounds great.
That's right. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, we're really excited about the new record, and we really hope to see some new faces at the new shows coming up. And yeah,
awesome. And to find out any of that, it's all on the website.
SwearingenandKelli.com.
That's right. And new shows can be put in at any time. So if you look at it and you're like, oh, well, they're not coming to my area, check it tomorrow because you never know.
Yeah, absolutely. And find us on Facebook.
Facebook is a good key to find you guys.
Instagram as well.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to throw out there before I cut you guys? I know I've held you here for a bit, so.
No. It's wonderful. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having us.
There's a refrigerator out there, a little microwave, coffee maker. What else do you need? Awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming out because I know, it was kind of like a whirlwind sort of thing, and I appreciate you making time to come up here and spend with us today. Again, I'll get you some information. If you can shoot me some of those hard copies, we'd be glad to get them out in people's hands so they can
absolutely
really find you guys a little bit more. But always looking forward to seeing you. Let me know when you're back in town. We'll have you back in, or if nothing else, I'd love to come see the whole show. So that's just
okay, great.
That's it. Maybe we can give some tickets away or something.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
We'll figure something out. But thank you so much. You guys are great. And I really think the fact that, you guys are really, it sounds like you're business savvy. You know what you're doing as far, you're not having to worry about who's producing your music. You're doing it yourself. Yeah. And that's hard. I mean, that's hard. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. Not everybody has that, so you kind of have to rely on a lot of other people. So I think the way you guys are doing it is a smart way to do it. If it can be done, you're managing what's going on. And I think that's a big key to a lot of success because, these kids, they get popular real quick and somebody else takes them for a ride. Next thing you know, they're in and out like a burnt light bulb,
Right.
It's like...
Ain't it the truth?
It's hard.
Ain't it the truth?
And I'm sure it's hard even in your position to do all that. I mean, like you said, you have to set aside time to be just a married couple.
Yeah.
And just sit and not worry about business.
Yep.
But having that control, I think, is really important.
I think it is in the long run for sure.
Yeah. If you were going to give a piece of advice to some of these young kids coming out, because there's a dime a dozen anymore, you walk down Nashville streets, I'm sure you guys have seen it, every corner, there's somebody who wants to be a Kenny Chesney or a Carrie Underwood. What is the one thing that these kids really need to, focus and know and try to use that piece of advice to get them where they want to be?
Don't follow the music business.
Become a chef. Don't do it.
No.
Part of it's true what he said. If there's a model that has already been done, you're probably not going to be able to break that exact model.
Right.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Definitely stay authentic and true to yourself. And find what makes you tick. And then be in it for the long haul. Be in it for the slow burn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's well put.
Overnight successes don't last.
25
And even
year
when people think you're an overnight success and where you are, usually when you look behind the lens, it's 10 years coming.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the Hunter S. Thompson quote? The music business is a money trench. a long plastic hallway where pimps and thieves run free and good men die like dogs. And there's also a downside.
Oh, jeez. Wow. So if you want to become a musician, you might want to think twice.
That sounds very negative.
It did.
There's a lot of
Dogs. You
I will
put
say
dogs in there.
I did, but
There's nothing else we would want to do.
there's nothing else
worth
we
the
would want to do.
sacrifice.
It's worth the sacrifice.
But see, and that's the mindset you got to have.
Here's the thing, they say, music, you don't choose music, music chooses you. And I think that people are very authentic and into it because they just have to do it. That's what they should be doing.
Yeah.
And they will find a way. And with the internet and everything, I think people can find their own unique path.
Right.
And it will be a sacrifice.
Yeah.
And you have to fully choose to sacrifice. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
No shade trees.
Okay. It's getting really heavy in
We'll go
here.
to the bar.
I think
Yeah.
we need to go get a drink.
I haven't even started. Do we really want to open this can?
Pandora's box. Ugh, close it back up. Really
Slam
quick.
that shut.
Slam that shut. Okay. Anyway, great. Glad you guys are here. It's been awesome. Love the music. Can't wait to see you guys again. Be safe in your travels and come see us again.
Thanks for having us.
We will.
Awesome. We're going to say goodbye to these guys. We're going to tip over the bottom half of the hour. We still got the pickup to come. A little bit more great music, some Southern Halo, T.G. Shepherd, more on the way. And I'm going to go get a drink.